What's up, guys? WBR. Triple H is the title holder now after the Royal Rumble. A lot of stuff happened in that time. We're going to break it down right now, guys. So AJ Styles is in, but ultimately what happens is Triple H wins the title. He eliminates Roman Reigns, and then Dean Ambrose last. What do you have to say about this? He's the new WWE World Heavyweight Champion.
I mean, I hate to say I told you so, but I told you so.
Yeah,
I did predict this. I called this. But what surprised me was it wasn't the last person wasn't Roman Reigns. It wasn't the standoff. It was Dean Ambrose, which was quite interesting, and I kind of liked it that way. It's a little bit of a surprise.
Yeah, a lot of people were talking about Dean Ambrose and how he's not getting as much of a push as he should be. So this is kind of a nice thing. He didn't win the title. I think that would have been a little bit too much for him, having both titles right away there. But the way that he was at the end, I really liked that. Because everybody expected Roman Reigns to be at the end. But let's get to these random rules in the Royal Rumble. I don't understand. So basically, anyone is allowed to come inside the ring and do anything they want. There's no disqualifications.
Yeah.
But the thing I don't understand is, why can't somebody just roll outside the ring like Roman Reigns? He just rolls under the ring and just runs away until the end.
It doesn't make any sense because the League of Nations comes.
Yeah.
They beat up Roman Reigns. He gets sent to the back for medical clearance. Why didn't they just throw him back into the ring and over the ropes in the first place?
Yeah.
If that was their plan to mess him up, just throw him over the ropes after he needs to be medically cleared.
Then he's defenseless.
Then he goes to the back and he just gets the rest. And then the same with the Wyatt families. Brock just he takes out 3 members of the Wyatt family, and then Bray Wyatt comes and then those 3 members just go back in.
Yeah, I don't understand what the Royal Rumble is all about. The rules make no sense whatsoever.
Super random. Yeah, then The Miz comes.
Yeah.
And he just goes on commentary for 5 contestants saying how, he's going to pick and choose his spots. I'm like, why didn't you just wait till the last contestant then? He goes in when there's 7 left. He's like, this is the time. It's like, no, it's not. If you're just going to go on commentary, just wait until there's one last person in the ring and then just face him.
There's a huge loophole when it comes to the Royal Rumble. Why can't anybody just do that? Just literally don't go inside the ring ever. Just run away until the last...
But back to the thing, how they threw Brock over after they cheated, quote unquote. Then Brock just leaves the Rumble. It's I don't understand. Wouldn't Brock just go back in the ring and at least take out Bray Wyatt, since that's what his family did? They're not legal people anymore.
There's so many question marks with this Royal Rumble. I was watching it. It was kind of entertaining. I liked it. But the rules is one thing for me that literally makes no sense. Next year, I feel like they really should address it. Change the rules or make implementations of something.
Yeah, but the commentary was sort of addressing it as if it's legal, though.
Yeah.
He's like, oh yeah, Bray Wyatt has the advantage here. He has his family. I'm like, but I thought they were eliminated. I don't understand.
Yeah, they could just come back in the ring. With that being said, Bray Wyatt should have won the whole thing then.
Yeah, and then,
it's literally 4 people helping him out.
Yeah, but then Sheamus comes and the League of Nations is nowhere to be seen. It's there's no continuity in the rules of the Rumble.
Yeah, that's true. Why don't they come inside the ring, throw Roman Reigns out again? This doesn't make any sense. They need to address these loopholes, especially for next year, because they're not dumb. We're watching it. And the whole time in my head, I have these blank question marks. Why are they doing this?
But then I think the crowd was thinking the same thing. Because when Roman Reigns re-entered after he got, splashed on the table.
Yeah.
After, the crowd started booing when he started eliminating people.
Yeah, that's true.
Because what WWE wanted was, oh my God, Roman Reigns is back. Yeah, he's so tough. He's throwing people over. They wanted him to cheer for him. But people are not stupid in the universe.
Yeah.
It's why did he just randomly get a 15-minute break from the Rumble?
They need to change the rules and make it that if you exit the ring anyway, you're eliminated.
Yeah.
So, and you have to enter the ring right away, or else you're not a legal contestant at the right time. If they do that, then all these loopholes are answered. Yeah. Except for that no disqualification thing. Because then anyone can still come in the ring.
I guess. And then there's the other one. Kofi Kingston's about to be thrown over the rope.
Yeah.
And he just lands on Big E's shoulders.
Dude, that was hilarious. That was absolutely... I was laughing the whole time.
Yeah, because Kofi's not going to win, so there's no oh man.
Yeah, there's no hard feelings.
He's going to get thrown over eventually. So
but why can't he just stand on Big E the whole time, until the last one? There's so many things that just make no sense, but the outcome though, we're a little off track here. The outcome is Triple H wins the title.
Yeah.
What do you think about this? He's coming back. He had that whole corporate role, but now He's winning the title. This is his 14th title.
He's kind of like a hybrid corporate title guy. But
yeah,
before I want to address like his titleship, it's like I didn't like how he won super cleanly in the Rumble.
Yeah,
he just tosses Roman Reigns out, and then he just has to go over Dean Ambrose clean.
Yeah, the thing is,
it's like, what a selfish guy, you know.
But Dean Ambrose did have that last man standing match, so it kind of shows that he wasn't 100%.
I guess.
Which was a great last man standing match. I thought that really stole the show, actually. Really good way to start off the pay-per-view. But Triple H winning the title, I have my question marks about this. I'm not really...
Well, now he's going to headline WrestleMania, so you might have your prediction still intact, but...
Yeah, that's true. I actually like the fact that Roman Reigns is not the title holder. That's the key thing for me. I didn't really want Triple H to win the title. I thought he was just going to come in, interfere, maybe help, let's say, Sheamus or Brock Lesnar win it. But the fact that it's not Roman Reigns who has the title right now, it makes it that much better. Like, seriously, he's just not good as the champion. Seriously.
Yeah, true that. Yeah. So I guess we'll just go into Raw when he addresses how he won, and he had this kind of speech. That was that was a nice mic work.
That was just so refreshing. Mm-hmm. It was so refreshing to have the title holder open up Raw like Seth, how he used to do, Seth Rollins. He opened up Raw in just a beautiful way. When he's on the mic, he's actually that character. Like, he sells it completely. Roman Reigns, you can see that he's 5 tiers below Triple H.
With Triple H, he can switch. He can be the corporate guy. Then when he's on the mic, he becomes the game.
Yeah.
And then he has amazing mic work. He's saying how it's like he doesn't need to be the championship holder. He just chooses to be. Mm-hmm. And if anybody, they need to learn respect.
Yeah.
And he's going to be the title holder until anything like that.
And also, I used to think Vince McMahon was pretty good on the mic to get things across or whatever. But then once Triple H came in the ring and took the mic, his talent, I'm telling you, it's actually so good. He could go down as one of the greatest. Actually, he could go down as the greatest WWE superstar.
I think that's what he personally wants, so that's why he's going for another title.
I really think he is that guy. I think he's better than John Cena, Ric Flair. This guy is unreal. That opening segment where he just destroyed the mic.
So is he going to wrestle at all until WrestleMania or not?
I don't think so. Yeah, I think he's just going to hold on to the title and not wrestle. But it's actually really interesting, though, because what happened on Raw, the main event, like Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns did all this, whatever. They won the match, and then Stephanie McMahon came out and announced the main event for Fastlane.
What is Fastlane?
It's a new pay-per-view.
I know, but it's like
okay. But it's kind of interesting how they made it like important for the WrestleMania. It's the last pay-per-view before. So it's Roman Reigns versus Dean Ambrose versus Brock Lesnar in a triple threat match.
Yeah.
And then the winner goes and faces Triple H in the main event of WrestleMania. That actually kind of threw me off a little bit.
It did throw me off because I wouldn't expect them to do that, right? They do what's quote unquote best for business. They wouldn't want to give Roman Reigns another chance. Like Triple H doesn't want to wrestle Brock, storyline wise, and I guess Dean's the only like semi odd one out. But
so you think there's what chance do you think Dean Ambrose wins that Fastlane match?
Pretty slim against those two other ones, right?
Like how slim?
Well, the only way I see it happening is like Roman Reigns helps Dean win, or like he does a lot of the brunt work and then he just 30 deeds like Brock or something. He gets the pin, but I don't see him winning cleanly.
I think
those two.
I think the only way he's gonna win the title is if Roman Reigns goes and spears Brock Lesnar or whatever, and then he's going for the pin, and then Dean Ambrose.
Well, there could be the heel turn that we've been asking for, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm alluding to. I think this could be the time where he does something dirty and causes Roman Reigns to like lose, and then he pins whatever, right? Let's say he pins Roman Reigns or Brock Lesnar after a special move is made, after he does his special move. So there's a lot of things that could happen, but to me right now, I gotta say I think Roman Reigns is gonna win it. Like my early prediction.
Right.
Well, what's your early prediction on who's gonna win that triple threat match?
On that triple threat? Well,
yeah, just early. No really analyzing the thing. Your gut feeling, if
my
you will.
gut feeling.
Yeah.
Probably Roman Reigns too, because I think they want to give him his big WrestleMania moment, right?
Yeah.
Logically.
So, but it's interesting because I don't want Brock Lesnar to lose the match because
for his reputation.
Yeah, for his reputation. Right? His reputation right now is really good for the WWE.
But that's kind of diminishing. He's lost ever since that random thing with Undertaker that nobody ever talks about anymore.
Yeah.
It's like then he hasn't really been doing much.
Well, another early prediction of mine is Bray Wyatt and the Wyatt family interrupt because it's a no disqualification again in triple threat rules. So I'm thinking they're going to get involved and screw over Brock Lesnar,
And then they're
which
gonna
will
have
set up a Bray Wyatt versus Brock Lesnar match at WrestleMania.
Yeah, but it's like whoever wins that match,
Yeah.
it's like the other person doesn't really benefit, right? It's like if you have Bray Wyatt beating Brock, then it's like Brock's probably not gonna wrestle for like a year then.
Probably, yeah. So I'm thinking
Because
at this
I don't
point,
see a reason for him to lose otherwise.
yeah.
Especially since he's a contractor, he probably wouldn't agree to lose. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, why would I lose clean to Bray Wyatt? I don't know.
Yeah,
Kinda weird.
it's an interesting one, but I definitely think there could be a lot of things that happen actually during that pay-per-view. The League of Nations could interrupt Bray Wyatt and the Wyatt family. But another thing that happened on Raw that was actually really nice was The Rock came in. What did you think of that segment? It went on for about over half an hour straight with The Rock being the main target of it. What do you think of this?
It's like it was cool to see The Rock, but in that half hour, nothing really happened.
Mm-hmm.
It was just The Rock doing The Rock things. He was like overly happy for some reason. It's like It was okay. It was cool to see The Rock. It's always nice to see The Rock, but I don't know. Like I think it just felt like a plug for WrestleMania to me.
Well, it was definitely.
It is a plug for
It is.
WrestleMania,
That is what they're trying to do.
But what's his role in WrestleMania? Is he gonna have a match?
I think he's going to be the host, if I'm not mistaken. But what I'm going to say about that is I have to say that was amazing. That was one of the best promos I've seen in so long.
Well, in terms of just individual talent,
talent
we
was
know Rock's
unreal.
up there, right? But
To me, that was what was the most captivating thing in the entire Raw. To be honest with you, it went on for half an hour live. It started off with the back in the locker room. He's talking to Lana. He's talking to Rick
Big
Ross.
Show.
Big Show.
Yeah.
All that Big Show thing was hilarious. He could literally be in front of a mic, in front of a camera, and just nonstop, just go on. And it was I was captivated the entire time until he went into the ring. The New Day came out. They tagged along with the promo. They did really well. I was glad that The Rock alluded to them being entertaining, and that's true. They are. That segment to me, half an hour straight live, him on the mic, that was actually the best part of Raw.
So you think those guys, those guys up front who were like, one guy was the Undertaker.
Yeah.
Do you think that was planted or that was for real?
You know what? I think that was actually for real. You know,
he tried to go off script. I don't know.
Yeah, he broke the fourth wall.
Maybe it's a testament to Rock's talent.
Yeah,
I'm
he
not
can literally.
sure if it was fake or if it was like.
Yeah, I'm not sure
back-to-back.
either. But I want to say he planned it himself, like just on the spot there.
Yeah.
Man, that's interesting because if that's true, like it wasn't part of the script, he has that much power. He can do whatever he wants. He knows it's going to be entertaining, and Vince McMahon allows him to do this type of thing. He has that type of freedom.
Mm-hmm.
That was my favorite part of Raw, like unbelievable. And then the beginning of Raw as well, Triple H's speech. Oh man, that was good. But The Rock.
Match-wise, I thought AJ Styles versus Jericho, that was a nice technical match.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they're kind of trying to build him as the new Jericho.
Yeah.
They have similar wrestling pedigree, background.
Same size. They look kind of similar.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like the commentary was alluding to that
Mm-hmm.
as well. They were saying he's looking into a mirror. But I like how they're making Jericho like angry.
Yeah. But then so you can kind of see that Jericho was having trouble keeping up with AJ Styles simply just because of age, right?
Yeah.
He was like kind of half step behind in terms of because they're trying to do all this technical stuff for wrestling, right? Jericho could still hold his own, but this AJ Styles guy, he's pretty phenomenal. If you
Yeah, he is phenomenal. I'm glad to see him. He was actually a really big surprise on the Royal Rumble.
Mm-hmm. Well, he was there for like a half hour, right?
Yeah, he was. And there was a lot of rumors beforehand that were talking about AJ Styles. It's funny how all these rumors just come up into fruition, like.
Yeah.
You know, it's like who's leaking them? I think the WWE is leaking them on purpose to get the early reactions.
Yeah, there was like that weird thing where like all the stars on Instagram were like reposting a picture with AJ Styles and stuff. It was like all this random stuff. But hey, I mean, I think he's a good talent, but hopefully he doesn't get buried by the creatives.
Yeah, I think he's gonna actually have a pretty good career. And then Kevin Owens, that's another thing. He's been doing pretty well also. Even during the Royal Rumble, he eliminated a few guys. He lasted quite a long time. And then he really sold his like injury type of thing after the last man standing match.
But it was funny during the Rumble, like when he enters as a contestant, he's like limping into the ring. The second he gets into the ring, the limp is completely gone.
Absolutely.
I was like, wow, the adrenaline must be pumping on this guy.
It must be, he was hurt. He got decked through a few tables.
A couple tables, yeah.
That was a really good Raw, though, I will say. Another thing that happened during the Royal Rumble, though, was Sasha Banks. I thought that was kind of cool. They're going to put her into the title contention now, which is about time because everyone wants this and they think she has the talent for it. And I think she does as well.
So what do you think about Charlotte's, like, because she kind of did the full heel turn, she's like a cheater thing?
Yeah.
So what do you think about the persona, though?
I like it.
You like it?
I like it. I think it's the right thing to do.
I think it's the right thing to do, but the execution is corny.
Yeah.
Because I don't think she's used to being a heel. Like, because I think most of the time she's been billed good person. She's not too comfortable being a heel. And, like, the way they just keep on cheating and, like, they have to keep relying on Ric Flair, it's kind of corny to me.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I absolutely agree.
It's like forced,
she's not the best. She's not the best heel. And I think it's really coming to show, but I think it's gonna get better over time.
But I guess I shouldn't complain. Right? It's like either this or we're gonna have a female John Cena.
Yeah, because being a heel is easier than being a babyface. So to me, it's gonna only get better for her.
Do you think so? Because
I think some
superstars are just better at being babyfaces. Like, for example, Dolph Ziggler. I don't see him being a good heel.
I think
just everything in his character, like. And his actual personality, like his persona as a person, it's like it'd be harder for him to try to seem like a heel.
I really think he would be a great heel, honestly. I think his talent is good enough that he can make the crowd hate him. It all starts with making fun of the city that you're in. That's really what it is.
Oh yeah, the social outcasting, that thing was kind of funny.
Oh yeah, that was actually a good segment as well.
Yeah, but I'm kind of embarrassed for Flo Rida because you know how like Bo Dallas, his rap was supposed to be a joke. Yeah. Then Flo Rida responds, but his rap was almost equally as bad, and he's an actual rapper. Yeah. I was like, oh man, that's an L right there for Flo Rida. Like,
yeah, that's true.
He probably got paid to do that, but like, oh my god, his freestyle, if you will, was terrible. It was pretty terrible. Flo's supposed to be terrible, and we accept that because it's funny. But Flo Rida is like, he's supposed to be a legit rapper, and oh my, that's something about Welcome to Dudleyville, blah blah blah. That was awful.
Yeah, I think so. But that segment was pretty good as a whole. As well as Raw in general. I thought it was actually really good. It's set up for the Fastlane main event. But in terms of that main event, we'll go back to it. So it's a triple threat match. What do you think about that? Is it missing somebody? Do you think it could have been a fatal four-way? Also
maybe with Bray Wyatt, right?
With Bray Wyatt or maybe Kevin Owens.
But the thing is, like, I think the reasoning behind that is for Raw, they are evaluating talent. Yeah. For the best, whatever's best for business. And the Wyatt family didn't do much this Raw, right? Yeah. And actually, Brock wasn't even at Raw, now that I think about it. Yeah, so they kind of weird in that way.
Maybe they should have made
Because if anything, it's like, okay, sure, Ambrose and Reigns deserves it because they put Rusev through that table. They kind of took out the League of Nations. She just comes out to, yep, it's going to be Brock. Wasn't in Raw. It's like,
this could be the heel turn, though. Because it does make a lot of sense because you have Brock Lesnar, he's the most dominant guy, and then you have two guys who are friends who are going to be kind of trying to beat up Brock, and then obviously you're going to see midway through the match, Dean Ambrose is going to fight with Roman Reigns because they have to, right?
Or it could be like they're kind of just getting owned by Brock, and then Brock F5s Roman Reigns 3 times. Yeah. And then Dean Ambrose out of nowhere throws Brock out of the ring, 30 deeds Roman Reigns and just pins him.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, except for me, it's...
Because I don't see them just fighting halfway through. It's like it kind of ruins the effect. Because you need to be sneaky quick, right? It's like, oh, did he just do that?
I think someone has to interrupt for this match. I think someone has to, or Dean does the heel turn. That's the only way I see this happening. Or this is a big, huge or that I might think. I'm not gonna make this my official prediction yet, but I think this could happen. So what happens is Dean Ambrose fights with Brock Lesnar at one point. Yep. And then let's say Dean Ambrose wins the title in the way that you were saying. Right. And then Roman Reigns gets angry and destroys Dean Ambrose and does the heel turn. Roman Reigns does the heel turn. So that's another thing.
But where does that leave you for WrestleMania? You have 2 heels now. Yeah. They can't even feud because Dean has to fight Triple H. Yeah. It's like, where does that leave Roman Reigns? He's just randomly turned heel.
Yeah, I'm thinking, let's say Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar. Let's say.
A heel version of Reigns?
Yeah. Heel version, and then... Or Roman Reigns interrupts the main event at WrestleMania and screws over Dean Ambrose, but I would...
Well, how about this one then? Okay. So you do the 3-way. Yeah. The Wyatt family interrupts, takes out everybody, right? And then they just grab Dean's body and pins, gives him the win. and then
gives him the win. Okay.
And then they go back to the anybody but you Roman Reigns / Lesnar, you know.
And then the Y family leaves. Roman Reigns gets up after a while and then starts beating up Dean Ambrose.
You just want him to do the heel turn, but
because Roman Reigns as a heel would be what's best for business. He's awful right now as the babyface, and everyone knows that. Him being a heel, I think, is better than Dean Ambrose being a heel. I'll tell you right now.
You think so?
Yeah,
I think Dean Ambrose is gonna be a really good heel though.
I think so too, but he's a pretty good babyface.
But then his like character
Roman Reigns just sucks.
doesn't suit babyface. He's supposed to be like crazy and like
not necessarily.
Off the rails.
He's just a loose cannon. He's got missing screws in his head. That's this could be a good thing, but Roman Reigns is just
anti-hero, I guess.
Roman Reigns is awful. I think New Day's like they're kind of like the anti-heroes. You know, you
want to cheer for them, but they like
they diss the crowd and all this, but it's still awesome. They're that good. That New Day thing, I remember when they first debuted and they had that promo for like a couple weeks.
Yeah.
With that like video or whatever.
Right.
Them in the choir.
Uh-huh.
I was really excited for that. It started off slow when they first debuted, but I can't believe how nicely they flourished.
I think that was part of the plan though. They made them baby faces knowing that they're not supposed to be baby faces, so then you hate them more.
Yeah.
And then they do the heel turns. Then it's like, oh, okay, wait. You know what I mean? If they just start off as heels, they might not be at the point they're at now.
Right.
Because they're supposed to be heels, but then in their minds they're baby faces. That's the whole idea, right?
Yeah.
So you had to start them off as bad baby faces before they did the heel turn.
I don't think Vince McMahon or any of the creatives thought they were going to be this big.
That's true.
Yeah, and
some people really don't like them in like they just dislike them in terms of like.
I think people just think they don't like them, but deep down in reality, they know
like
what's
the
best for
horns
business.
And like the trumpet and stuff. They're like, I can't believe they're doing this. Like, this is how low WWE is sunk.
Yeah,
like, I see a lot of those kind of comments.
I'm glad The Rock was in the middle of the ring and he said, "I know you're entertaining," because they are, and he knows that.
Yeah,
and it showed. They could step toe to toe with The Rock and do a promo just as almost as well. The Rock's is unbelievable to me. That was flawless talent. I hope Roman Reigns is, checking that out. They're cousins or something. I don't even know, but clearly it doesn't run in the family. Clearly.
Well, I mean, the Usos have very poor mic skills too.
Very, very poor mic skills. I remember when one of the Usos was on commentary on SmackDown for like 5-6 weeks when his brother was injured. Bad, really, really bad. So I don't know, bro. The thing when The Rock was in the back talking to Big Show, I thought that was amazing too.
Well, yeah, the Big Show has good acting too. He looks like he's gonna cry and all this stuff.
He could have been the Scorpion King.
He could have chased Vin Diesel in the Fast and Furious.
Yeah, that was awesome too. So is there anything else we missed during the Raw? I think those were the most. I don't think so.
Those are the most, the most of the things. We'll see how the next Raws pan out to, on the road to WrestleMania / Fastlane. Yeah,
I have a feeling it's gonna be slow until the week before Fastlane and then a couple weeks after that. Mm-hmm. I feel like not much is going to be happening. I hope I'm wrong.
I'm kind of interested to see some like mid-card feuds though, just to see which direction they're going to go.
Oh yeah, you think it's going to be AJ Styles versus Jericho at WrestleMania? I hope not.
I want him to feud with like Kevin Owens or something like that.
Maybe it's going to be a triple threat match or something.
Kevin Owens, and then it's like I guess you need a new tag team to go against the New Day.
Yeah.
I hope it's not the Usos.
Maybe they're going to do one of those triple threat or 4-way.
I don't know, in a WrestleMania card though?
I feel like they might, like a pre-show thing. They do like a 4-way tag team.
I don't know.
This thing.
I don't know. Is Randy coming back anytime soon?
I
know John Cena has a shoulder injury. Cesaro's still out. It's like
Seth Rollins. Who knows? Maybe he'll make an appearance.
Maybe WrestleMania, right?
Yeah, maybe he's gonna make an appearance at WrestleMania. But another thing is, for Kevin Owens, I don't know what he's gonna be doing during WrestleMania. So. Because he's a big question mark for me. I think he has a really high potential. I don't know what they're gonna plan for him. Maybe because I don't want him to feud with Dean Ambrose.
Well, you can just make Dean Ambrose lose the Intercontinental title.
Yeah.
Throw him into the actual title run, like the main title.
Maybe he's gonna fight Kalisto or something for the U.S. title. I don't want that, but they might do it.
But what's up with Kalisto on the U.S. title though? It's like
I don't know. I kind of like it. He's pretty good. He's really good in the ring, so is Kevin Owens. Maybe they're gonna have one of those technical matchups. Keep talking about.
Then you have like the nation you have to worry about.
Yeah, I don't know, this League of Nations thing.
They're not gonna like match them with the social outcasts really bad, right? It's like
Maybe they will and make Social Outcast win, and then they disband the League of Nations. But yeah, we pretty much covered everything that happened this week.
Yeah.
Lots to be said for the next week. What's Triple H going to do? Is he going to actually have a match before WrestleMania? Who knows? Maybe he will.
Maybe at Fastlane he'll just...
Maybe he'll be the guest referee for the triple threat match at Fastlane.
That'd be cool.
So Triple H guest referee. Hey, who does he want to win?
Yeah. Maybe then is Undertaker coming back for WrestleMania?
Yeah, he probably will.
Or is the other one like...
No, I think he probably is, man. Maybe he's gonna verse Braun Strowman. I wanted Braun Strowman to win the thing and the Royal Rumble, and I was thinking he might. Halfway through, he eliminated so many people. He eliminated, I think it was Big Show, like I predicted. It was tough.
Yeah, but he did it like right away. He just threw Big Show over. It's like, there's no subtlety at all to try to crown a new giant.
Braun Strowman, man, I'm telling you, he's the guy. He's the next guy. He's my man at least. So.
Yeah, but he needs an advocate, right?
Yeah, he does.
He can't speak on the mic.
He does. He needs like Big Khali.
Yeah, but he's not not that even that good of a wrestler. He's just
not
a giant.
I think that's the reason why he's being held back right now. He's not a wrestler.
I think he's still learning a lot. They're just like they just found this giant talent.
Yeah, giant talent. Right? He is a former strongman, all that stuff. Yeah, so he's not really much of a wrestler, but I think they could easily bypass that.
Yeah. Now we're just rambling though.
Yeah. So that's WBR, guys. We covered the whole wrestling for this week.
All right. We'll see you guys next week.
Yeah.